You know, part of that little digestive issue could be from decisions you make regarding your menu. I mean, not that I don't like eating out at night. I mean, these backyard barbecues are convenient, but did you ever think about who's preparing what you're eating? I read in the Times that 75% of all intestinal ailments stem directly from dirt and feces on food service employees. Let's be honest, this isn't grade A meat you're eating. But what do you care? You're flossing with intestines while I'm concerned about proper hygiene.
You know, there's a real artistry, almost a macabre beauty to this thing.
Blood and Guts is not artistic. This isn't Damien Hirst or Dan Flavin.
Dan Flavin.
For all intents and purposes, it isn't even Flava Flav. Look, it's like you took Jose Andres' beautiful molecular gastronomy and served it in a cardboard castle with a squeaky toy. But what do I know? I'm from Delaware. We asked for the chemicals in our water.
Did you hear? NPR had a great interview with Michael Pollan on the new food movement. You wouldn't want to try... No, of course you wouldn't. You're more of a meat and... Well, you're a meat girl.
Hey, if someone's willing to go through the trouble of putting it on screen for an audience to enjoy, then, to me, there's at least artistic intent.
So what you're saying is if I make something that you can see, then it's art? Because that's the antithesis of what art actually is. Just because I can make a human centipede or two girls in a cup and put it on a screen, that doesn't mean it's artistic. By putting that in the same breath as Wong Kar-wai or Jean-Pierre Jeunet or even Akiva Schaffer would be impetuous.
That's so true. Listen, you're a great girl. And obviously we have a lot in common. And you're just a terribly lovely, gifted ghoul. But perhaps this isn't the best relationship. You're all id. Not that I'm not in tune with my pleasure centers. I mean, I may think too much, but my brain is my second favorite organ. It's just that all you want to do is eat brains. And well, you get my point. I guess the best way for me to put this is, you'll meet lots of other great zombies in the afterlife. Maybe not right away. I know I'm a tough act to follow, admittedly, but the afterlife is quite a long time, and you've been only undead for a short part of it. Why should I feel so guilty about this? Don't stare at me with those big, vacuous eyes. Come on now. There. This is for you. You take care.
This is the last time you drag me to something like this. You know, in Delaware, we spend time talking to each other, not sitting in a dark theater watching human atrocities unfold.
Oh, give me a break. It's a parable. There's deeper meaning. You just have to read between the lines. I don't think you truly understand what I mean.
Look at this. How can you classify it as being anything than what it actually is?
I'm not classifying it as anything. I'm merely saying I can look at something like this and appreciate the craftsmanship and the technique that went into it.
You want craftsmanship? Then let's go to the Amazon and find one of those tribes that whittles canoes out of single tree trunks. That's a craft. This is just latex and goo.
You're missing my point. You see, there's a sort of intaglio to this. The artist's ability to create this exterior beneath the surface, and yet on top of a living actor, only adds to the subtext of the scene and juxtaposes both life and death in a single physical vessel.
I can't believe this guy. Next thing he'll try to prove is that vegetarians have it out for plants. This is ridiculous. It's amazing they actually let people have opinions in public anymore.
What? I can't have an opinion?
No, you can't, because apparently it's not necessary to understand things in order to argue about them.
I'll have you know that I teach a film appreciation class to preteen homeschoolers at the rec center every Saturday, unless there's basketball. So my opinion is pretty valid.
Oh, that's wonderful, but you're wrong. I can prove it to you. See? No subtext.
Brains! Do I know you?
My name's Adam.
Josie, he's a zombie. We should just kill him.
Hold on there, Goebbels.
Theo, you know where I come from? We don't just go around killing people. No matter how dead they already are.
You should listen to her. She makes an excellent point.
You know what? Let's go.
Oh, come on.
Night fades when I'm awake, and all that's left are vague visions of a dream, memories like home movies or photographs of a stranger's family.
You see, I like this one. It's cold and very empty, sort of Nordic in nature.
Really? It just looks like blobs. Sort of derivative. Like it could be one of 1,000 soulless and empty versions of itself.
Yeah, I guess. It sort of reminded me of home. My mother was a zombie, so not very nurturing. It was like trying to breastfeed on a wood chipper. That's why I hyperventilated hardware stores, so I guess I felt the kinship. But yeah. What do you think about this one?
I find the whole thing really rather immediate. The idea of the body and its lustful insinuations. It's so obvious, but full of emotion. It just seems so real. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, I liked it. It definitely elicits a deep feeling in the pit of my stomach. Not quite a passion, but a definite, a hunger.
You're not going to eat me, are you?
It's certainly not my intentions. I'm actually trying a new macrobiotic diet. You know, I really want to control what I put in my body, so basically, whatever the thing that I eat eats, I also eat. So, it's complicated. What'd you have for breakfast?
Muscovy duck breast omelet, buffalo back bacon, and a salsa goat cheese and oatmeal parfait.
Really? On purpose? I don't think we have to worry about anything then.
So, do you have any family?
Well, I had parents, obviously, and a sister, but unfortunately she passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, it was a long time ago. I ate her.
Well, I'm from Delaware.
Huh. I guess we all have flaws then.
Adam, you don't drink wine. In fact, I don't think I've ever actually seen you drink anything.
True, but I do look dashing holding a wine glass. You know, I have a theory while writing my memoirs that people in my, situation don't need to eat live human flesh.
You were serious about that? You're dead? I thought you were Canadian.
Oh, stop. It's not like you don't have faults. I mean, maybe you're not dead, Todd, but I'd be hard-pressed to prove it to our mattress. I wonder what it's like having sex with a zombie.
It's cold and repetitive, but as far as cold and repetitive things go, it's pretty terrific. It turns out I'm such a good lover because I practice so much on my own. Anyways, we don't have to eat, people. We can fake it. Red wine, medium rare filet, some carpaccio, things in the sanguine palate.
That doesn't make any sense. How are you getting any sustenance? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want you looking at me like a male.
You do look delicious in that dress.
Thank you. But really, you need to eat more. You're just skin and bones. I'm from Delaware. We believe in all the food groups.
Well, here's to having a nice meal and not being a nice meal.
Josie. Hi. It's been a while.
Theo, yeah. A few weeks, right?
Yeah, you look great. I'm glad to see you're doing well. All in one piece, so to speak.
Hey, no need to be passive aggressive.
Yeah, all limbs accounted for. Are you here alone?
Alone? You could be meeting Sarah Palin on the way to the Lilith Fair, and it shouldn't matter.
No, that's my sister and her fiance. We're celebrating. Not at the rec center anymore. I'm actually moved on up to the junior college. Part-time adjunct.
Really, that's great, really, just quite wonderful. Honey, we're neglecting our dinner guest.
Oh, true. It was good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
Well, he seemed like a nice guy.
You'll never believe what happened to me today. I finally met with that publisher, and he's really interested in me writing my memoirs. He said my pitch of The Life of the Dead Was No Way to Live was a big hit at the office. Did you hear me? I'm gonna be published. This is big news for me, and you're acting like someone just killed the last manatee.
I think we should break up.
What?
I think I'm still in love with Theo.
What? You are? Since when?
Since we saw him at the restaurant. He called and we talked, and it seems like he's really turned his life around.
This is unbelievable. I'm devastated. Have you started seeing him again?
No. Yes, but only once.
This is awful. I just can't believe it.
We have such different needs. I want to have children. You want to eat children. How can you be surprised?
I'm hurt. I'm hurt. This is turning into a Neil LaBute play. Except instead of everyone being miserable, it's just me. I think you're making a horrible mistake.
Why?
Because you want to leave me. Isn't it obvious? I would never want to leave me.
I'm sorry. I wanted to be upfront with you right away. I'm from Delaware. We don't cheat on people.
I'm from Delaware. What does that even mean? This is ridiculous. I've got to go.
Adam. I'm sorry.
Adam, how are you?
Oh, hey, Todd, Emily. Just getting by.
We heard about you and Josie. That's too bad.
It was for the best. She and I would have never worked out. Eventually she'd want to get married, and we weren't compatible. We turned into the couple where I'd be in the bath and she'd come in and sink my boats.
I can totally understand that.
Like you have it so bad, Todd.
Emily, listen, don't go. Listen, I'm not saying that I don't like being married, but I don't, okay? That's why I work all the time. You need to find something that you can just immerse yourself in. You should keep writing your memoirs.
You're probably right. Memoir writing. Things that are worth reflecting on, even if it is indirectly. Okay, well, there's Boardwalk salt and vinegar fries, Casio tone for the painfully alone, vinyl, of course, proper funding for public education, fedoras, Brooklyn brown ale, of course, devouring people in backyards with. Hey, wait, hold up a sec. Hey, I tried calling you, but you don't have a phone, do you? I really think I messed up here. We had a good thing going on, you and I. Going around backyards, eating things, just being who we really are.
We have fun times.
You're learning to talk. That's great. That's wonderful.
No longer just id. Now me also ego and superego.
That's the whole package. And I see you got a job. Wow, I'm just impressed.
Me now a mortgage broker named Millie. How I know you changed.
Yeah, I just have. I'm different. I realize that sometimes you just have to be who you are, and I'm a zombie.
Me not so sure.
I get it. Really, I do. Just hold on 1 second.
Adam,
Here, I know they're your favorite. Did I mention that I'm writing my memoirs? You know, I'm thinking about calling it The Everlasting Oblivion, subtitled I'm Just Passing Through. I don't know, it might sound a little too obvious, you know. Hey, maybe we can get Stephen Baldwin to play me in an off-Broadway musical. Me and him share some kind of uncanny resemblance, you know what I mean? Hey, he's an extra now, this guy. It's fine, you know. Hey, maybe we gotta go to Brooklyn. We gotta go to there. We haven't been there in a long time. We need to buy a new fedora. Oh, we gotta go to the Upper West Side. We gotta get